However difficult life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at life. In its unfolding mystery does not always present itself in ways that are gentle, predictable, or easily understood. There are seasons when existence feels light and expansive, where opportunities seem abundant and meaning appears self-evident. Yet there are also seasons when life feels unbearably heavy, when obstacles accumulate, plans unravel, losses emerge, and clarity disappears. In such moments, the human spirit may begin to question not only its direction, but its capacity to move forward at all. From a purely material perspective, difficulty is often interpreted as a barrier to success. When circumstances become challenging, success may seem distant or unattainable. The mind may become preoccupied with what cannot be changed, what has been lost, or what appears permanently broken. However, from a spiritual perspective, difficulty carries a different significance. It is not merely something to be endured or eliminated, but an invitation to deepen awareness, cultivate resilience, and rediscover the quiet power of intentional action. Spiritual traditions across cultures have long emphasized that while individuals may not always control the external events that shape their lives, they retain the ability to influence how they respond to those events. This distinction is essential. External circumstances may limit options, delay progress, or introduce suffering. Yet within even the most restrictive conditions, there remains a space for conscious choice, a space in which individuals can determine their attitudes, their attention, and their next step. It is within this space that the possibility of success begins to emerge. Success, when understood spiritually, is not defined solely by outcomes such as wealth, recognition, or stability. Rather, it is measured by growth, learning, presence, and integrity. To remain compassionate in the face of adversity, to maintain patience amid uncertainty, or to continue seeking understanding despite confusion, are all forms of success that may not be immediately visible but are deeply transformative. These successes reflect the development of inner strength and awareness, qualities that endure even when external conditions fluctuate. When life becomes overwhelming, the human tendency is often to search for immediate, comprehensive solutions. The mind may seek dramatic change, a complete resolution that restores order and certainty. However, spiritual progress rarely occurs through sudden transformation alone. Instead, it often unfolds through small, consistent actions that affirm agency and intention. An individual may not be able to resolve every difficulty at once. They may not be able to eliminate pain, restore what has been lost, or predict future outcomes. Yet they may still be able to take a breath, ask for support, offer kindness, or complete a modest task. Each such action, though seemingly minor, affirms that the individual is not entirely powerless. It demonstrates that even within limitation, there remains something that can be done. Over time, these small actions accumulate. They create momentum. They foster confidence. They generate clarity. In this way, success is not always the result of dramatic change, but of sustained engagement with what is possible in the present moment. Another important aspect of spiritual growth involves the practice of acceptance. Acceptance does not imply approval of difficult circumstances, nor does it require resignation. Rather, it involves acknowledging reality as it currently exists. Resistance to reality often consumes emotional and mental energy without producing meaningful change. Acceptance, by contrast, can restore energy and direct attention toward constructive action. By recognizing what cannot be changed immediately, individuals can focus on what can be influenced. They may identify areas where effort is useful, where patience is necessary, or where release is appropriate. This clarity supports wise action and reduces unnecessary suffering. Difficult experiences may also reveal aspects of the inner landscape that might otherwise remain unnoticed. Stress and adversity can amplify fear, doubt, anger, or shame. While these responses may be uncomfortable, they offer opportunities for reflection and growth. When individuals observe these emotions with awareness, rather than avoidance, they may begin to understand the beliefs and expectations that shape their reactions. Through practices such as meditation, contemplation, or dialogue, individuals can gradually transform their relationship with these internal experiences. They may develop greater compassion for themselves and others. They may learn to respond with intention rather than reactivity. These shifts represent significant forms of success, even if external circumstances remain unchanged for a time. Meaning may also arise through engagement with difficulty. While suffering is often inevitable, it need not be meaningless. Experiences of loss or limitation can cultivate empathy, resilience, and perspective. They can encourage individuals to reevaluate priorities, strengthen relationships, or pursue new paths. In this way, adversity may contribute to an expanded sense of purpose. Resilience, from a spiritual standpoint, is not merely the capacity to endure hardship. It is the ability to adapt, learn, and continue moving forward, even when progress is slow or uncertain. Resilience recognizes that present limitations are not permanent, and that current confusion does not define one's ultimate potential. Community can also play a vital role in navigating difficulty. Seeking support, sharing experiences, and listening to others can reduce isolation and restore hope. Allowing oneself to receive assistance is not a failure of independence, but an acknowledgement of interdependence. Within supportive relationships, individuals may find encouragement and perspective that facilitate constructive action. Ultimately, life's challenges may not resolve quickly. Progress may be uneven. There may be setbacks, moments of doubt, and periods of rest. Yet, as long as there remains something that can be done, however small, there remains a pathway toward success. Each action aligned with awareness, compassion, integrity, or presence contributes to this pathway. These actions may not transform circumstances immediately, but they transform engagement with those circumstances. They nurture growth, foster resilience, and support meaning. Therefore, however difficult life may seem, difficulty does not eliminate the possibility of action. It does not remove the capacity for learning or growth. Within each moment, there remains an opportunity to respond intentionally, to cultivate understanding, and to take a step forward. In taking that step, individuals participate in their own unfolding success, not necessarily by altering every external condition, but by transforming the consciousness with which they meet them. And it is through this transformation that genuine success, grounded in awareness and compassion, becomes possible.